We're finally getting some sunshine this afternoon after a cloudy and gloomy start to the day after Easter. So this is a live look outside our Sky 9 camera in Walker. You can see mostly blue skies and a few lingering cloud cover in the sky right now, but it's been a cooler day. I mean, temperatures right now are only in the low 70s, 71 in New Roads, Baton Rouge, Gonzales. Our friends actually off towards the south and east are into the upper 60s, 66 for our friends in Homa. The reason for that is those pesky clouds that we started the day with. So you can see over the past 6 hours, those clouds have been steadily making their way eastward, and we still have the cloud cover over parts of the southeast Louisiana, and they're continuing to make their way eastward. So this is key for our temperatures tonight, because with the cloud cover moving off towards the east, we're getting clearing skies. That's going to allow temperatures to drop off pretty quickly. So it's going to make for a really cool evening with temperatures falling into the upper 50s by 10 and then continuing to drop off into the low 50s by midnight. So check this out. Tomorrow morning, you're going to want the long sleeves, the jackets, because temperatures are expected to fall into the upper 40s for really most of us. 47 here in Baton Rouge, and up towards the north could even get into the mid 50s or 40s in some spots. So certainly chilly to start tomorrow morning. Now that's really about it. Tomorrow morning is going to be the coolest start, because once we get into mid and the later part of the work week, well, moisture is going to build back in, and that's going to prevent our temperatures from dropping. So we're going to go back to those mild starts in the morning into the upper 50s and eventually back into the 60s to start the mornings. Here's why. We had that cold front move through over the weekend. That's allowed for some drier and cooler air to filter in right on through tomorrow. But by the time we get into Wednesday, easterly winds are going to help pump in that moisture back into the state of Louisiana. So that's why we're not going to keep the cooler mornings for all that much longer. And in addition to that, we're also talking about reintroducing some rain chances. Now it's not a lot, just some isolated showers really Thursday and Friday of this upcoming work week. But we're really talking about a mainly dry week ahead, right on through next weekend and into the first part of next week. So in terms of rain amounts, we're not looking like a whole lot. This is through the next 7 days. The Weather Prediction Center updated this, so I need to update these numbers, but really less than ½ an inch is what we're looking at right now, and most of it will actually stay confined down towards the coast. So a mainly dry week ahead, and also temperature-wise, staying pretty mild. So we've got a cooler start to tomorrow morning. You'll want the jackets into the upper 40s, but temperatures rebound right back into the upper 70s right on through about Thursday, with the moisture building back in, more mild starts as well. Limited rain chances, y'all, right at Thursday and Friday. Isolated rain chances mainly into the afternoon, but check this out. By the weekend, temperatures rebound back into the 80s. We're talking about mid 80s making a return this weekend. Yeah, some really exciting stuff there today, but throughout our area, we were really cool. I mean, today's high, we actually only got into the low 70s. That's running 6 degrees below normal for today, but for a morning low, we're right at it, 55 degrees. That's right at normal for this time of year and for today. But temperature-wise, we're still cool. Some of us still into the low 70s, but elsewhere starting to fall into the upper 60s or 69 in Gonzales and New Roads now, 67 for Hammond and also Bogalusa. We're still at 70 degrees here at the Baton Rouge Metro Airport. So it was a cool day and also breezy at times, but with the clouds to start off today, now we've got some clearing skies. So the clearing skies are going to allow for temperatures to really fall this evening into the upper 50s by 10, into the low 50s by midnight. And so to start tomorrow morning, we're actually talking about temperatures into the upper 40s, definitely the coldest temperatures that we've seen in a while. So you want the jackets to start tomorrow morning, but by the afternoon, we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds, and temperatures will rebound back into the upper 70s, so it will feel nice by the time we get into the afternoon. We're enjoying some nicer, cooler, and drier air that's in place through about Wednesday. Then we start to get the moisture to rebound by the end of the work week, especially going into Thursday and Friday and into the weekend. We'll start to get that humidity back into play. So humidity will rise, and also our temperatures will come back into the upper 70s through around Thursday as well. By the end of the work week, though, we climb back into the low 80s, and by the weekend, here come the mid and upper 80s making a return. So we'll start to steadily climb above normal for this time of year. Really, I think you'll notice it through the end of the work week and into the weekend, getting close to 10 degrees above normal for those afternoon highs. Gonna feel like that South Louisiana spring. So the reason for that has to deal with our upper air pattern. We're enjoying that nice northerly flow from a cold front that moved through over the weekend, and generally we'll stay in that zonal flow to northerly flow through about midweek. Then by the time we get into the end of the work week, well, high pressure starts to build to the south of us and strengthen. So that's going to lead to the warm up, especially on Friday. And look at this, as we head into the weekend, this really starts to strengthen and sit right on top of us. So that's why we're talking about really warming up through the end of the work week and right into the weekend. But not only does high pressure keep us warm, but it also keeps us dry. The Climate Prediction Center is showing the next 6 to 10 days, so this takes us right through the middle of April. Most of the country is actually expected to stay above normal, with the bullseye right around us towards the southeast expected to stay above normal, and that aligns with that pattern I just showed you through the upper levels. So really a mild work week ahead. Besides tomorrow morning, starting off chilly in the upper 40s, you'll want the long sleeves and the jackets. By the afternoon, we'll rebound back into the upper 70s through about Thursday. The only rain chance I have on the board is for Thursday and Friday with that uptick in moisture, and really is expected to stay isolated. Then by the weekend, here we go, the upper 80s make a return by Sunday and into